sits at the top of the table and will take on fourth place Honduras at 6 p.m. Eastern. But for now, the fight for second and third place is what's ahead. 82 degrees Fahrenheit, high humidity of 74%, and 7-mile-per-hour winds today in Estadio Olimpico Felix Sanchez. As you see the players entering the field, stay with us, and we'll be back with lineups in a moment.
Buenas tardes, tengan todos ustedes bienvenidos a este estadio olímpico Félix Sánchez. Demos la bienvenida a los equipos nacionales de República Dominicana y Cuba para el partido de esta tarde del Campeonato Femenino Sub-20 de la Concacaf. De Cuba, seguido por el himno nacional de la República Dominicana. Señoras y señores, la alineación del equipo de Cuba. Con el número 12, su capitana.
We are here in Santo Domingo for the final group game of Group C and Concacaf U20 Women's World Cup qualifying. Dominican Republic taking on Cuba in a matchup that has huge implications. We have the lineup here for the Dominican Republic. Nayelis Lopez, 3 starts in goal, and plenty of offensive firepower in Senio Oviedo that can put balls in the back of the net for the Dominican Republic as the teams line up, get their pictures taken, starting 11 before we kick off here in the Dominican Republic. Captain Matamoro doing the exchange here with Oviedo. Odette Hamilton is the center official today, with first assistant Tonya Dean, second assistant Anne-Marie Joseph, and the fourth official for today's match will be Sandra Benitez from Jamaica. Cuba's lineup for today: Matamoro, the captain that you just saw there at the coin toss, in goal, 3 starts in a row. Last time out, only giving up 1 goal in a 6-1 victory. Cespedes, 2 goals to her name so far in the tournament, and looking to continue to contribute today as Cuba fights for one of those 3 spots in Group C and a high placement as they go into the round of 16. Coach Adelcio Griego. Last-minute warm-ups going on for Cuba as they begin to take the field, and the Dominican Republic. So much to play for here today between these 2 squads, and many substitutes ready to go in, make their mark on the game. Plenty of firepower off the bench. Liliane Clase for the Dominican Republic has contributed 2 goals in this campaign so far, and will be looking to come into the game and contribute. Claudia Prats for Cuba, someone in midfield, destructive, can get into the game as well. And we're just seconds away from kicking off here in Group C action from Santo Domingo. And we're underway here in Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez. Dominican Republic versus Cuba. I'm Casey White, thrilled to be on the call today for this Group C action. 39 total matches in this Concacaf Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifiers. As the ball is served in for Cuba. Early set piece given to Cuba. Dangerous as always going into the box, but cleared by the Dominican Republic. Espinoza with the throw in. Matamoro with the goal kick. Borrego dispossessed in the middle third. It's a call in the Dominican Republic. Four groups of four here in the Dominican Republic, 3 advancing from each group, and we're in the final day here of Group C action with so much to play for these 2 squads. Both of these squads hoping to finish in those top 3 spots. As Valdez takes it down the left wing. Defended well by Marte, and that'll be out for a goal kick. Defended there by Gongora. Long throw into the feet of Oviedo. Asinio on that right side for the Dominican Republic. Garcia. For Cuba, this is the 4th time in the final phase of World Cup qualifying. They got their first win against Honduras in the last game, winning 6-1, breaking that drought for goal scoring that they experienced against the United States. Outshooting Honduras 22-4. As Asinio takes possession, playing Oviedo. Oviedo in the 1v1, and that'll be out for a corner kick for the Dominican Republic. Brianna Hollow will take the corner. Ball served into the box. And secured by Matamoro. Ball played in behind to Mingana. And a foul is called, going the other direction. Defended well by Lorenzo. Gongora looking to play that ball in behind to Maristanya Mangana. And just the foul from behind by Gongora. Oviedo. The Dominican Republic is the host nation here in this under-20 qualifying tournament. Ball's played in behind. Well defended by Lopez, has to come off her line, and now the foul will set Cuba up with a set piece in a dangerous area here for the Dominican Republic to defend. Halo just coming in from behind and seems to have gotten the worst of it, but the foul will go against her as the Dominican Republic sets up their wall and Lopez organizes. We're set for the free kick. Is it on frame? And it's a little bit wide for Cuba. That'll be the first shot of the game for Cuba. Not testing Lopez yet, but starting to get more numbers forward as they attack against the Dominican Republic. Well defended by Marte. It'll be out for a corner kick for Cuba. Rodriguez set to take the corner kick. She's been busy up top in the last few minutes for Cuba as they start to generate more going forward. Ball's in by Rodriguez. They can't keep that one inbounds, not playable for Cuba. She apologized to her teammates for that service. We're in the 11th minute. It's 0-0 Dominican Republic versus Cuba in Group C action here in Santo Domingo. The Dominican Republic opened their first game with a 7-0 victory versus Honduras before losing to the United States 0-4 on Monday in the second group game of Group C. Jairzinho penetrates here through midfield. And offside is called just a little bit too early by Santos getting in that back line. But a great run from Jairzinho in the counterattack. Quite a few yards offside here. Santos eager to get into the attack for the Dominican Republic. Ball's played forward as Santos gives chase. As we look at Hernandez, the 17-year-old defender from FC Cienfuegos. Nadia Colon with the throw. Gongora with the change of point. Mangana looking to go in, and Lopez quick off her line to make sure there's no problem with that ball sent in by Cuba. De Jesus to Oviedo, the captain. Rodriguez looking to play the ball central. Gongora looking to keep possession, not quite able to defend it well by Dionisio. Dionisio, the center back, is a freshman from Yale University. Showing a little bit of her athleticism there. Comes from an athletic family, a family of baseball players, both brother and father. Passing along a little bit of that family athleticism. This will be a free kick for Hello. Mangana. A run from midfield from Aldana, and she earns the throw in for Cuba. Ball across, and it's cleared by the Dominican Republic, but Cuba, lots of pressure on the Dominican as they break here. And our center official will call the foul. And a little talk with Espinoza as she spoils that counterattack for the Dominican Republic. Good flick by Santos to get out of pressure, but bore the brunt of that foul. Ball in behind. Oviedo battling in the box. Borrega with the touch. Coach Gutierrez wanting the foul there for the push in the back. It'll be a corner kick for the Dominican Republic. Their second of the game, and it's served into the back post. Ball played across, and it's cleared. Kept in by Dominican, and a ball just wide. Nadia Colon stepping in to keep the ball in that final third for the Dominican Republic, and an effort just wide for the 17-year-old. Asenio trying to find Garcia. Cuba started out with perhaps the most difficult game in this tournament against the United States, succumbing 9-0 to the talented squad. but came back with a 6-1 victory versus Honduras in game 2, allowing many other players to get on the scoreboard and be in a position to fight for one of the 3 spots in Group C to advance to the knockout round. Three out of 4 times that Cuba has been in the Concacaf U20 qualifying, they've been in the group with USA, as the ball slips under the feet of Espinoza. Bit of confusion here, but it'll be Cuba's ball. Ball into the feet of Gongora. She's surrounded by Dominican players. Barogo. Marte will see that out for the Dominican Republic. Espinoza down for Cuba in a tough challenge. It's a clash there in midfield, but she's up and moving after the battle there, and will actually get called for the foul as she came through the Dominican Republic forward. Very even game so far with possession. 52% to Dominican Republic, 48 to Cuba. As the foul is called, that'll be Dominican Republic ball. Playing the ball in, but just a little bit strong. Alyssa Oviedo now switching over to that right side as Garcia goes to the left. Not able to get to that ball in behind, but the captain for this Dominican Republic team, a sophomore from the University of Vermont. American born, but her mother is Dominican and has given her the opportunity to play and lead this talented U20 squad here in qualifying. Certainly a player that Dominican Republic will be looking to contribute today, as she already has 2 goals in the campaign in Group C. One by Halo. De Jesus. Alvarez looking to play in behind. Lopez quick off her line to clean that up. Asenio with the quick throw. Mengana with the foul. As Garcia looks to take on 1v1. And this will be from a dangerous area for the Dominican Republic. It's a quick chop here. A little late coming in from Mangana. A well-earned set piece for Garcia. As we enter the 23rd minute here in Santo Domingo. Center midfielder on the ball, looking for the back post. Matamora bobbles it, but is able to clean it up. And she'll look to get forward immediately to Gongora. Ball in behind. To Mangana, the other way, great first touch. And closed down by Lopez, but may have already gone across that line, and it has for a Dominican Republic goal kick. Ball in behind to Asenio. Well defended by Espinoza. Dominican Republic continues to make the back line of Cuba work with the early balls in, but Espinoza does well to keep Asenio away from the Cuban goalkeeper. If you're just joining us, we're in Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Group C action, final day of group stage for this group of 4. Dominican Republic versus Cuba. Oviedo keeps the ball. And Garcia applying pressure, but out for a goal kick for Cuba. Gongora can't quite keep that ball in as Dionisio sets for the throw-in. Colon loses possession in that middle third, but gained back by the Dominican Republic. De Jesus with the ball, out to Asenio. Asenio looks to take on. Finds Halo at the top of the box, and it's cleared by Cuba off the missed touch. But an opportunity there for the Dominican Republic. Ball in behind to Oviedo. Can she get on it? She's tackled. Looking for the far post, and it's just wide. That ball sails a little bit high and wide. But the captain for the Dominican Republic making it difficult for that back line. And the tackle here looks to pick out that corner. You can see her take her look, but just not able to execute. Possession starting to go more towards the Dominican Republic in the last few minutes. As they lead 4 shots to 1, 27 minutes in. As the rain starts to come into Santo Domingo. Ball into Mangana. And a foul called. This will be a dangerous set piece for Cuba. As Santos makes her way back. And this could change things, this rain coming into Santo Domingo. We've experienced rain in the stadium so far in this tournament, in the game Guyana versus Nicaragua of Group D play, and now it starts to come down here. Referee Hamilton setting the wall. And the ball's played forward, forcing a save from Lopez. A solid shot on frame for Cuba, but Lopez playing it safe, making sure she gets that save. It's a little bit wet, and does well to push that over the crossbar for a Cuba corner kick. Just to her right, able to parry it over the crossbar. The best chance for Cuba here in the first half as the ball's played across on the corner kick. And it'll be out for another Cuba corner. Gabriela Marte does well to defend that incoming ball on the near post as things start to get a little slick here. Rodriguez on the corner. Ball in, saved by Lopez, and it's out. Looks like it'll be a goal kick, but those balls are extremely dangerous as the rain pours in. She plays the ball to the back post. A hand by Lopez to keep it out. Great athleticism shown here as that looked to be going directly in for Cuba and keeps them off the board. De Jesus. Ball's played in behind. De Santos. Marte. Ball's cleared right to Santos. And just can't get anything on it from about 20 yards out. Wide of Matamoro, not forced to make a save. And Cuba gets a little lucky on that clearance as we see the attempt on goal by Santos. Asenio. Santos. Dionisio steps in to win possession for the Dominican Republic. And a ball's played in behind the back line to the streaking Asenio. Can she get it across? And the wet conditions has that go out for a corner kick. Off of Cespedes. Analia Cespedes is, as a defender, the leading scorer with 2 goals versus Honduras in the second game of this group. Defending the cross quite well there with those slick conditions. Hello will be on the corner. Right-footed service as Matamora collects that easily for Cuba. Senyo into Oviedo. The captain in the wide space. Looking to take on Espinoza there to defend. Espinoza coming across well there. Make sure Oviedo doesn't get a good look at a cross. And it'll be a corner kick for the Dominican Republic. Their 5th of the game. Ball's played in. Senyo up to challenge. Santos. The Delaware native, Brianna Hollow, keeping it in the final third for the Dominican Republic as Cuba looks to break. Gongora. Looking to find Aldana as the midfielder looks to join the attack. And Santos is brought down on that second attempt. Alvarez coming in a little late as she comes to help defend, and Santos has earned the set piece for the Dominican Republic here in the 34th minute. Rain continuing to pour down here in Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez. Making these set pieces even harder to deal with for the defending team. Four runners on the back post for the Dominican Republic. And she goes for goal, and it's high. Group C as it stands, Cuba with 3 points in third place, 1-0-1. The Dominican Republic 1-0-1, 3 points, but with a +3 goal differential to Cuba's -4 goal differential. Sitting in second and third. The United States, top of the group, 2-0-0 with 6 points. And Honduras in fourth, 0-0-2 and 0 points. That matchup, United States versus Honduras, coming later today, 7 p.m. local time, 6 p.m. Eastern. But placement in the round of 16 on the line as the ball gets played in. Lopez able to collect it. No hesitation there from the goalkeeper. Now 3 starts under her belt. Santos looking to find Oviedo in behind, but just a little in front of the path of her run. Lorenzo steps in a little late, looking to clear, and that'll be a Cuba set piece coming up. Rodriguez gets her foot in just ahead of Lorenzo. Holding the line at the 18 is the Dominican Republic. Back line. And Cuba goes for the set piece and squanders that opportunity as it goes well wide to the right of Lopez. foul on Cuba. We're here in Santo Domingo for the Under-20 Concacaf Women's World Cup qualifying 2 berths to the 2020 World Cup in Costa Rica and Panama. Most years, 3 spots available for Concacaf. But as Costa Rica and Panama are host nations, only 2 berths are available out of this tournament. The top 3 teams of all 4 groups advancing to the round of 16 to meet 4 teams that have already secured their qualification into the knockout round as a foul's called. Long ball in. And well defended by Colon. 4 teams already set to be in the round of 16. St. Lucia, Barbados, Bermuda, and Grenada await their matchups in the knockout round for the 3 teams of each group here. As the ball gets played in, Valdez still looking to fight and keep it in the final third. Alvarez. And Borrego unable to save it on the right side. Espinoza chases with the Senyo barreling down on her, forcing her to play that out of bounds. Marte. Oviedo and Valdez battling on the side. It'll be a Cuba throw-in. So we're gonna look at Marte, the Pin Fusion Soccer Academy product. At the left back position for the Dominican Republic, stepping in to win that ball in clearance. Asenio draws the foul, using her body to secure possession there, and the foul from Cuba will set up another set piece here for the Dominican Republic as we enter the last 5 minutes of regulation in this first half matchup. Ball's played in, short, and Cuba's able to clear as Dionisio secures possession for the Dominican Republic. And we'll have a stoppage here from the center official. And looks like a collision for number 9, Catherine Rodriguez, as the medical staff gets out there very quickly. Not what you want to see, but her teammates are there surrounding her. Medical staff's there quickly. Goes for the challenge here. It looks like might take that clearance right off her nose, and they're looking to clean her up. The score is 0-0 as Dominican Republic takes on Cuba in this Group C matchup, vying for a spot in the round of 16, starting Saturday and continuing on Sunday. So far, a very even matchup, one you'd expect from 2 teams both tied with 3 points and only goal differential separating them. In Group E action today, El Salvador took on Guatemala earlier. To a 1-0 victory for El Salvador, giving them 3 points to move ahead of Guatemala. Canada taking on Jamaica in Group E action as well. In another group that is very tight in the standings as we get ready to start play again here in Santo Domingo. Hernandez looking on for Cuba. As Coach Griego shouts instructions to his players for the final minutes of this first half. And we're underway again. Nil-nil as we enter the 43rd minute. Santos plays the ball in behind to Oviedo. And an offside call from the assistant referee. And the left back looks to have kept her onside, but nonetheless, that will be an offside call here, and Cuba's ball. Borrego with the throw in. An even first half so far by all accounts. Dominican Republic with more of the share of possession, but Cuba providing opportunities and corner kicks for themselves. And Lopez making a great save to keep Cuba off the board. Aldana looking to find someone centrally for Cuba. Garcia draws the foul in midfield. Garcia does well to beat the first defender and will allow Dominican Republic to get out of their own end. Fourth official shows 1 minute of extra time will be added on here. As Garcia goes to goal, looking to play a Asenio. And is tackled once again by Espinoza, coming across to deny the goal-scoring opportunity. It'll be a corner kick for the Dominican Republic. And perhaps one last opportunity here before center official Odette Hamilton calls for halftime. Espinoza defending well there. Takes a hard hit, but denies this goal-scoring opportunity. And it looks like I may have misspoken. We'll have a goal kick as the seconds tick off here at the end of the first half. And there's the whistle for halftime. From Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic 0, Cuba 0. A very tight first half. We'll be back with you from Santo Domingo with halftime highlights after this.
Concacaf es patrocinador orgulloso del Campeonato Sub-20 Femenino de Concacaf 2020, porque el fútbol inspira a niños y transforma futuro. Sigue el Concacaf Fútbol Club en Facebook para conocer más de nuestras iniciativas en torno al fútbol. El gozo del fútbol es universal. Todas las niñas y mujeres merecen la oportunidad de jugar y alcanzar sus sueños. Concacaf. Somos parte.
A great Group C matchup here today between the Dominican Republic and Cuba. The national anthems for both teams was an exciting start here for the first half between these two talented groups, vying for a place in the round of 16. Lots of physical play in this first half, both teams fighting. Lots of set pieces and set piece opportunities, as you see one for Cuba going wide, not quite challenging the keeper Lopez. But Lopez has been active. She's come off her line, played with confidence, no hesitation here in this first half, as you see there. And Colon stepping forward, the right back looking to find the corner with that left foot. And Oviedo here just going high as she dispossesses Espinoza, but not able to make it count. And then a great save here as the rain started to come down for Lopez, pushing it over the crossbar, and the ensuing corner kick. Lopez again there to get her hand on it, keep it away, and well defended by three of the Dominican Republic back line. But an exciting first half between these two teams. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Santo Domingo. Team stats for here, 57% possession for the Dominican Republic, 7 shots, but only 3 on frame. Overall, a pretty even game, except Dominican Republic is leading in corner kicks as well. But we'll see what happens here in the second half as Cuba and Dominican Republic come back out. Back right after this. Players are re-entering the field for this second half of the Group C matchup of Dominican Republic versus Cuba. An exciting first half. No goals yet on the board, 0-0. But many opportunities for both of these groups as they look to get the second half underway. The rain has looked to subside here for the moment, as both of these teams battle for their placement in the round of 16, both with 3 points in Group C. Dominican Republic currently leading due to goal differential. But a big matchup here, the first one of the day for Group C, as Honduras and the United States will face each other in the following game. Espinoza was a top defender here in the first half, spoiling many of the attacks for the Dominican Republic. But both teams in their own right had opportunities to take the lead, but did not occur, as the goalkeepers from each group had something to say about that, keeping them off the board. Two berths are at stake at the World Cup in 2020 in Costa Rica and Panama. And both of these teams want to be there competing for those final two spots, entering the knockout rounds.
Dale Blanco, se mueve Blanco, dale. Se mueve Blanco.
Dominican Republic, the host country, has the fans here supporting them, looking to get on the board and give those fans something to cheer about. While Cuba, here for the fourth time in the final phase of World Cup qualifying. And we're underway here in the second half. I'm Casey White on the call for this Group C matchup. Asenio looking to play Oviedo. Oviedo! And the Dominican Republic attacks quickly right from the first whistle of the second half. But the shot and attempt is not on frame. Referee lets this play on as Asenio finds Oviedo. Great cut inside, but just not able to connect to force a save from Matamoro. No changes at halftime to either of the teams, as they stay with the lineups that started the game. Colon recovering here against Mangana, who's moved to the left side in this second half. Garcia playing the quick forward, Asenio, as she plays it across. And it goes out for a goal kick for Matamoro. Matamoro wearing the captain armband today for Cuba. A calm, steadying presence for them in the back, taking them from a loss to the United States to a 6-1 victory against Honduras in their second game of Group C play. Cespedes taking the ball away. Garcia. Dominican Republic keeping Cuba in their own end for the time being. Garcia looking to draw the foul, but playing from the ground, and that'll go Cuba's way. As Mangana is slow to get up here. Initially, Garcia looking to draw the foul and playing from the ground, and Mangana gets the worst of it. Garcia, 17-year-old, committed to Stony Brook University from East Meadows Soccer Club. Been very active today for the Dominican Republic and been feeding balls in to the athletic forward in Asenio. Mangana into the area, and that'll be a corner kick for Cuba. Each time a girl joins football, the world takes a strike towards equality. If you empower a girl, you empower a community to fight for their dreams. Concacaf W, we belong. Cuba sets up for the corner kick, ball in, and Lopez is able to bring it in and make the save for the Dominican Republic. Brianna Hollow changes the point to Oviedo on the left-hand side as she looks to take on 1v1. Another touch, and it's across the 18-yard box. And Garcia just not able to connect on that ball across from the captain. A foul by Cuba. Tough collision there. And the free kick will go for the Dominican Republic here in the 51st minute. Cespedes comes over to Garcia as Cuba sets up to defend this set piece. Ball's played in, and it's sky high over the Cuba goal. Confidence soaring for Asenio here. She scored in the first game versus Honduras and looking to get another there, no matter that distance away from goal. Dionisio with the throw in for the DR. And it'll be another throw in here on the right side. We take a look at Asenio. Cuba looks to pressure here in the midfield. Dionisio does well to play out. In behind to Oviedo. Looking to take on in that wide space. And well defended by Borrego. De Jesus. Cleared by Espinoza. And that'll go the other direction for Cuba. The Dominican Republic had 5 different goal scorers versus Honduras in that win. And many players today have been creating opportunities for the Dominican Republic as they go forward. One, Liliana Clase off the bench. The other 4 currently in the starting 11 and playing in the game currently. Asenio takes it down the left flank. Plays it to the top of the box to Oviedo. And it's over the crossbar. Lovely ball played back with good pace to Oviedo. Unable to run through it to keep that ball lower to force a save from Matamoro. Nine shots for the Dominican Republic, but only 3 on frame. The details in the final third lacking, but the chances are coming for the Dominican Republic, and they're creating lots of them. Granajalo on the set piece. Serve short to the top of the 18. De Jesus does well to break up the counterattack from Cuba. Finding Asenio. Again, looking for the shot on frame. Deflection. And Matamoro's able to keep that out of the back of the net. Asenio showing tight ball control there as she wiggles around 2 defenders to get an opportunity off. Deflection's always tough, but Matamoro does well to collect it for Cuba. Ball in behind to Garcia. Looking for numbers in the box. And the ball will go out for a goal kick. The Dominican Republic continuing to put on the pressure as Matamoro tries to get her team to continue to fight as the possession starts to tip towards the Dominican Republic. Gongora, unable to play out, and the Dominican Republic looks to go forward. And Banguena. Nadia Colon to Garcia. Long ball forward as Mangana pressures Dionisio to keep it in that end. Mangana, saved by Lopez, follow, and it's over. Gongora so close to putting Cuba on the board here in their final matchup of Group C play. Mangana pressuring, taking on 3 defenders. Lopez makes the first save and just not able to push that past the Dominican keeper. But Cuba has a spark of energy as they took the first 12 minutes. Balls played in, but out of bounds from Cuba, and an opportunity wasted there. Lopez is now down for the Dominican Republic after that last collision. perhaps rushed here to take this corner kick. Goes out of bounds. And it looks like Lopez will need treatment as the medical staff comes onto the field. We're in the 59th minute here in Santo Domingo. Group C action in a tight game as the coaching staff speaks to Cuban player. Tight game here, 0-0 between Cuba and the Dominican Republic. A good break here, perhaps, for the players to be able to speak to their staffs, to get a little breather, as it's been a tough matchup so far and huge implications for both of these teams as they look to secure one of those 3 spots out of their group and also secure a matchup that bodes well for them in the round of 16. Lopez appears to be okay, and the ball's in play again. Hernandez with the clearance. Santos. Gongora getting the best opportunity for them. Aldana will be exiting the game for Cuba, and Lucy Cruz, the midfielder from Guantanamo, will be entering as the first substitute for Cuba. Cruz will make her way into midfield, looking to provide some more attack for Cuba. Santos. Well defended by Lorenzo. That'll roll out for a goal kick for the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic has generated 11 shots, 4 on frame so far in this game. And that attack of those front 4 players between Garcia, Oviedo, Santos, and Asenio has proven they can create opportunities. The interchange has been good between the 4 of them, playing in all different positions, but just yet to put one past Matamoro. But Cuba has shown they can withstand that attack and has generated one very good opportunity in this half alone that could have put them up 1-0 in this matchup in Santo Domingo. Marte with the free kick for the DR. Ball's played in behind, and it's through to Mangana! And just offside and attempt wide of the post. What a close call here as she runs through. And a great first touch, and looks like the referee thought Rodriguez may have affected the play, who was coming from that offside position. And Mangana is dealing with cramps here. Good help from her teammate, Catherine Rodriguez. But Cuba showing that they can generate quick scoring opportunities, especially in that counterattack, winning possession in midfield and that quick ball in behind. Timing just not quite perfect in the eyes of the refereeing crew. Lopez did well to come and shut down that angle, had the call not come in her favor, to force that opportunity wide of the goal mouth. Dionisio looking on, freshman from Yale, who's put in a good shift today defensively for that back line of the Dominican Republic. And it looks like Mangano will be given treatment on the sideline. And in the meantime, Cuba will be down a player. Espinoza. Defended by the Dominican Republic. And we'll have a substitution here for the Dominican Republic. Number 10, Maria Nelis Perez, in for Brianna Hollow, a native of Delaware. Put in a great shift today for the Dominican Republic. Lots of work in that midfield to feed those 4 attacking players ahead of her. But now we'll have Perez come in and fill that role. Ball played across to Rodriguez. And the call goes the opposite direction. Rodriguez not happy with that call, but it'll be Dominican ball nonetheless. The initial challenge here. Tough challenge, and I believe a handball called in the opposite direction. Garcia. Looking to penetrate in midfield, but well defended by Cuba. De Jesus. And that'll roll out of play for a Cuba throw-in. Cespedes, good footwork to get out of pressure for Cuba, looking to play that ball over the top. That's worked, and Mangana's back on and chasing Lorenzo. Mangana showing lots of speed there as she puts pressure on the center back. And it'll be a corner kick here. Catherine Rodriguez lining up to take it. Looking to replicate that opportunity in the first half. Force a save from Lopez. Ball's played to the back post. And Perez is there to see it out. Dominican Republic playing short, one of the rare occasions in this game so far. That'll be a corner kick for Cuba. Rodriguez goes over to take it. Could be a quick corner with 2 on the ball, and it is, and she looks to play to the back post. A header. And a foul called against Cuba in the penalty box. A tight matchup here in Estadio Olímpico. Felix Sanchez in Group C play. A lot on the line today as the Dominican Republic and Cuba look to get that additional 3 points to secure their placement in the round of 16. With the win, either one of these countries would finish no lower than second place in Group C, and the ball's played quickly and called back by our center referee. Long ball played in. Looking to head it on is Rodriguez. But well defended by the Dominican Republic. De Jesus finding Santos forward. And Oviedo just out of her path as she tries to get in on the left side. So we approach 20 minutes left in regulation. A tie for Dominican Republic would put them into second place above Cuba due to goal differential. Cuba looking to get the full 3 points here, if possible, so that goal differential doesn't become a factor in their placement in the group. A challenge here from Asenio. And foul called, arm to the back of Valdez. Long service here from Cuba. Ball back in, and that'll go out of play. Be another substitution for the Dominican Republic. Jaslyn Oviedo will enter the game, replacing Ana Santos. Jaslyn Oviedo entering the game from attended Monmouth University. Actually part of the 2020 Olympic qualifying tournament as well. Looking to come in and make a difference here for the Dominican Republic. Oviedo looks to take on Espinoza with the tackle. Mangano working well to get back. Perez with the foul after the attempt to shoot. Grabbing the shirt there, and a foul for Cuba. Rodriguez doing a lot of work back there to defend. Nadia Colon with the header. Oviedo looking for the ball in behind. Gongora looking to keep the ball in, but well defended by Lorenzo. And Lopez will come out to calm things down for the Dominican Republic. Cespedes with the header. Hernandez. And we'll see if that's a foul called or the offside flag from the assistant referee. The challenge from Hernandez from behind. absolute foul, and we'll see if it'll go that direction, which I think it will, as the offside came after. But this has been a very, very physical game thus far. Inocencio looks to be okay. 26 total fouls in this game. Lots of set pieces, lots of free kicks. And Dominican Republic is happy to see Inocencio get up from that challenge. And it'll be Jaslyn Oviedo, the recent substitute, on the ball. With the service in, on frame. And Matamoro easily handles that ball. Garcia looking to break the line. Finds Oviedo. 1-on-1 versus Borrego. And great feet, looks to get it across. And again, finally cleared by Valdez. Takes multiple defenders to stop Alyssa Oviedo on that left flank. Mangana making it difficult with her speed for the Dominican Republic back line. Valdez working to keep it in the attacking half for Cuba. Oviedo plays Inocencio. Matamora well off her line to clear any danger for the Cuban defense. Little chip ball in behind for Gongora. Nadia Colon with the ball into the center forward. End-to-end opportunities right now as Gongora looks for the long ball forward. Into Rodriguez with a touch. Mangana. Well defended by Lorenzo. What an opportunity for Cuba. Rodriguez, who took the collision there from Lopez, got a wonderful touch on this ball from Mangana, but took the brunt of that collision. What defending by Lorenzo as she comes over. Wide open goal, not allowing a second opportunity on frame. Referee has called that initial foul on Lopez, and this will be a set piece for Cuba as the medical staff takes a look at Catherine Rodriguez, the 17-year-old forward who's been very active today. And the Dominican Republic will take this opportunity to get their sub in the game. Lilian Clase coming into the game. Goal scorer from the last game. Someone you love to have coming off the bench on the attacking side. Looks like it'll be a corner kick, and the foul was waved off due to the opportunity by Mangana. Rodriguez looking to come back on the field, and there'll be another substitution. Number 18, Nunez, will come in for Cuba. Borrego coming off The outside back. Rodriguez still looking to come onto the field and waved on by the referee. Seems to be okay from that challenge. We'll have the corner kick here from Cuba. Low ball across to the top of the box. As Clase earns the free kick there in midfield for the Dominican Republic, the recent substitute. Rodriguez to Mangana. 2 versus 6 as they look to get numbers forward. Valdez. Cuba starting to put more pressure on the Dominican Republic back line as Oviedo goes the opposite direction to Alyssa Oviedo. 1v1, back to her right foot. And well defended by Borrego there. Since entering the game, Jaslyn Oviedo doing it again. Has provided lots of service for that front three. Oviedo on the ball. Well defended. Rodriguez, and the ball's out of bounds. That'll be a Dominican Republic throw-in as we enter the last 10 minutes of regulation. 0-0 here, Dominican Republic versus Cuba. In the final match of the group stage for Group C here in Santo Domingo. A tight matchup today. The spaces are starting to open up. Lots of opportunities on both ends as Jaslyn Oviedo looks to play forward. Can she get on it? Clase defended by Hernandez. And the referee will play on. Both teams here have shown the ability to score goals in at least one of their group games, but the story of the day is these two goalkeepers making big-time saves in big moments. Liliana Clase looks to get on the ball. Rodriguez chases down the line. Can't save it, but Cuba will look to keep the DR in their end. Rodriguez created the opportunity just minutes ago. The best opportunity of this half for Cuba. Clase off the heel of Asenio. Foul for Cuba. Clase, a starter in the game versus Honduras, scored 2 goals in the 17th and 33rd minute. Has just come into the game. As Alvarez is spoken to by the referee. Ball's played in. Dangerous ball. Cleared by the Dominican Republic. Asenio looking to take on the Cuban back line. And another foul called against Cespedes this time. Asenio looking to get away. May have gotten some of the player there. Pretty well-timed tackle, but took a little bit of a Asenio with her on that one. These set pieces in the middle of the field have been the name of the game here, especially in the second half. Lots of service opportunities for both groups. Marte plays short. Cuba steps out, opportunity on frame. And it's just over as Matsumura makes sure she has that covered. Opportunity here, almost dips in. Well covered by Matsumura with the height she has. Not tested by that opportunity. Cuba also has their share of goal scorers here in this lineup. 4 goal scorers from the last game. Still in, looking to contribute here and perhaps take a 1-0 lead into the final few minutes here of regulation. Rodriguez has been busy creating opportunities. Mangana, both of them goal scorers in the last game, close today. But the Dominican Republic back line is held up. Here's Mangana here, taking a touch. And it's blocked by Dionisio. And that'll be out for a Cuban corner kick. Rodriguez to take the corner. Service to the top of the 18. Cespedes keeping it alive. Rodriguez looking to receive here in the final third. Taking on Marte. Good feet, can she get it across? Tough bounce. Cleared by Dionisio. And Lopez with the save. Hard challenge from Mangana. Center official waving on the trainers and medical staff to attend to Lopez and Mangana. But a dangerous ball here. Mangana seemed to be unaware that Lopez was coming out hard for that challenge. But both players doing what they can to battle for their team in these final minutes of the final group game here in Group C. Cuba generating a lot more pressure here in the last 10 minutes. But the game has opened up quite well. Opportunities on both ends, as both teams fight for the 3 points. Both set to receive 1 point with the 0-0 tie, which would mean Dominican Republic would be ahead in the standings due to goal differential. But neither team settling for that 1 point. Like a substitution being called for Mangana, perhaps. The 20-year-old has been extremely active, especially here in the second half for Cuba, showing her athleticism and speed. A little bit on display in the first half, but in this second half especially has caused problems for the Dominican Republic back line. And not enough can be said about Lopez with 3 saves today. As it looks like the 19-year-old Lisianis Cruz will be entering the game for Maristania Mengana. And that substitution will be happening as the 4th official puts up the number of Maristania Mengana. A tough loss in these last few minutes for her. Cruz will enter the game as we enter the 90th minute. And it'll be a Dominican free kick after that tough challenge between Lopez and Mengana. The referee indicates the 4th that there'll be 5 minutes of additional time here in this matchup. 5 minutes to try to steal 3 points for one of these teams as the game continues to open up and opportunities continue to come. Quick throw to Rodriguez, matched up with Dionisio. Looking to draw the foul. As Asenio puts pressure on Espinoza, but able to deal with it with the help of Matamoro. Clase on the left-hand side. As Nunez defends. Perez settles the ball for the Dominican Republic. Ball played in behind. Asenio looking to go on. Can she get there? Espinoza with the clearance as Matamoro goes down. And our center referee stops the play. A hard challenge as Matamoro tries to clean up in behind the back line of the Cuban defense. Asenio putting pressure on. And a hard challenge there. Great cover by Espinoza. And brave challenge by both Matamoro and Asenio. Looking like two players who know what's at stake here in this final group game. Both teams not settling for 1 point here in Santo Domingo. Dominican Republic still looking to get in through the likes of their athletic front line of Clase, Asenio, and Oviedo. And Matamora looks like she's going to be okay, getting to her feet. She took a clip on that ankle on that tough challenge, but kept that ball out of danger for Cuba. Espinoza recognizing the great goalkeeping from Matamoro. It'll be a drop ball here for Oviedo. Ball played down the line by Oviedo. Alyssa Oviedo on the ball, but a foul called on Jaslyn Oviedo as Cuba goes the other direction. So we enter into the last few minutes here of extra time. Cuba pushing players forward. Cespedes, Asenio battling for ball in the midfield third. Nunez looking to play forward for Cuba. Espinosa, safe decision, getting it out of danger. And Cuba can reorganize here in their defensive third. With this tie, both Cuba and Dominican Republic would secure second and third place in their group for advancement into the round of 16. Now just playing for placement and the will to win here from both countries. As we enter into the 6th minute of extra time. Cuba throw in as the ball is already out of play and they push forward. Alyssa Oviedo to Asenio. Perhaps one last set piece here for the Dominican Republic, as there have been so many today here in this middle third area. As Marte looks to get the service right for a possible opportunity to take the 1-0 lead. Dominican Republic sends 4 forward to match up 4v4 as the ball is put in play. Flicked on, Asenio pressures. And Cespedes able to clear for Nunez, but it'll be a throw in here. And that's the final whistle. It's a 0-0 draw for the Dominican Republic and Cuba here in Group C. 1 point for each to give them both 4 points. Tight match. We'll be back after this with full game highlights. An entertaining matchup here in Santo Domingo between the Dominican Republic and Cuba in Group C play. The final matchup in this table would prove to be an entertaining one as both look to secure a spot in the round of 16. From minute one, lots of opportunities, very physical play in this game, all the way into the final whistle. And an opportunity here from Cuba just wide, and that would be indicative of things to come from both teams. Lots of set pieces. Lopez here to clean up behind the back line of the Dominican Republic. And both goalkeepers, just a great day today. You see Matamoro there making sure that ball goes wide. And Oviedo here getting in, unable to put her opportunity on frame, but Matamoro and Lopez both came up big to keep this shutout, and none bigger than that one right there in the first half as the rain came down. Lopez putting that over the crossbar, and then on the ensuing corner kick, able to keep that out of the back post as that looked to be going directly in, and make sure that Cuba stayed off the scoreboard. And the first half, very, very entertaining, and the second half as well as the game opened up. More saves from Lopez. And you'll see a ball here from Oviedo, not forcing a save from Matamoro, but creating opportunities. And Asenio was all over the place today. Just an athletic force for the Dominican Republic. And a great opportunity from here from Mangana. And just over the crossbar from Gongora. But Mangana was a nuisance all day for Dominican Republic. Really turned it on in that second half. Another set piece that Matamoro was easily able to deal with here from Jaslyn Oviedo. A ball in behind here to Rodriguez, who takes the tough challenge. And just when you think Cuba might get on the board with that open goal, Lorenzo comes across from the Dominican Republic to deny the opportunity. In a physical game, another one that Matamoro has covered, making sure to see it over that crossbar. And Cuba and Dominican Republic looking for those 3 points, but unable to come away with it today. We'll have to settle for a 0-0 draw here at Estadio Olímpico Felix Sanchez. But more Group C action coming up after this game. What a great and entertaining game here. I'm Casey White. Glad to be on the call with you today. Have a good one.